All right, welcome everybody and good morning. Welcome to the Go Wellness Practice Accelerator course. I am one of your hosts today, Cade Archibald. So today, before I jump into that, and do we have any other announcements before we jump into today's topic?
Hawaii is coming up. So we're going to talk about peptide enrollment mastery A to Z, and that's September 17th and 18th. So please make your plans now. We'd love you to join us live there. It's gorgeous. We're going to have an amazing venue to teach you in. If you can't attend live, of course, we will still offer it virtually, but man, it's Hawaii. So why would you not go?
Today, we're going to be diving into some badass marketing tips and tricks and just some goodies from our one of our beloved friends, Leslie Gaono. I said it backwards again.
So close.
I practiced it like 3 times.
You practiced it in the mirror and everything.
But Leslie's here from Red Marketing to give us some really cool insights into marketing and how you guys can structure your marketing group. They've been super instrumental in our growth in our wellness programs as well as in our pain leads, everything. And so this is a great webinar to be on to learn some marketing. Leslie, I'm going to hand you the baton and take it away. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks, guys. Yeah, I'm so excited. I love speaking to Go Wellness people. You guys love the way you guys do medicine, and it's great. Okay, so today I wanted to talk about what happens after you get leads. So hi, I'm Leslie, and I specialize in getting integrative and holistic medicine providers, leads. Like I fill your guys' books, right? But there's something that I've really been dying to talk about. It's what happens after you guys get a lead, because I feel like there's just a small gap that everyone's always missing in order to have a really profitable practice. All right, I'm going to be talking about scheduling. So a quick little intro. I've been working with Go Wellness and East West, now Anodyne, for maybe 2.5 years. And we are just a collective of people that do really great medical marketing. So that's basically who Red is. We just do marketing. And before we get into it, I want to talk about some statistics. So I love evidence-based things. So one thing I've been noticing is that most companies, when they get leads, don't even contact them. So it's a reported statistic that 64% of companies don't have a system in place to take a lead and convert them over to a day one or any sort of appointment. They're just kind of floating and just trying to stick people where they land. Most practices, if they are contacting their leads, are taking days, if not weeks, to contact leads, which is a huge no-no. If you are paying for marketing and you are paying for leads, someone raising their hand and saying, I want to be seen at your practice or your clinic, you are doing them a disservice by not contacting them, right? So that's just, most companies take 72 hours. That's 3 days, which is crazy long. When I sit down with practices, most of them do not follow up more than once. It is probably more than half of the people I talk to call them once and that's it. And then the ones that do contact twice rarely contact the third time, right? And there are, of course, a lot of reasons for this. Maybe they're busy, maybe they just don't have the time, maybe their bandwidth is full. But still, if only 10% of your leads are having three plus points of contact, that's just really bad. So I wanted to show you guys our exact system of following up. I've managed our Red call floor for about a year now, and I want to show you guys how we are scheduling 25 to 35% of the leads, right? So this is exactly what we do at our call floor. So as soon as a lead comes in, we call them within 5 minutes, okay? And we call them twice. So the reason we call them twice is spammers. Like spam calling has ruined calling, I think. I feel like every single call I'm getting is to renew my auto warranty or to let me know I want a free cruise. You know, like it's scammy. So what we've started to do is call people back to back. So we call people as soon as a lead comes in, and if they don't answer, we just call them again. I've noticed a huge pickup rate when we double call because people are like, oh, this isn't a scam, this is legit. So they answer. We also started implementing text messaging. We will text people immediately as soon as a lead comes in saying, hey, we're going to be giving you a call. Hi, my name is Leslie. I'll be giving you a call later today to schedule your complimentary consult. Then when you call them, it just says like maybe, like maybe Leslie. Have you guys been seeing that on your iPhones? It's like, maybe it's this person because you sent them, hey, it's me. So there's just like small ways we can get them to pick up the phone. We're also emailing them. A lot of like seniors are loving going back and forth on email. We've noticed we've scheduled like dozens and dozens of consults via email, like going back and forth, and they show, which is crazy. So it just kind of like shows you that you can't just call, you can't just text, you have to have multiple channels of communication for these leads. Okay, so that's day one. The second day, we are calling them again twice and sending them a text message. The third day, we call them, do a provider voicemail and text them. So provider voicemail is, we have it automated in our system that we have a like pre-recorded message go out and look like it's a voicemail, and it looks like a voicemail. It's really cool. So we would literally have like Reagan Archibald sending them a voicemail and just being like, hey, it's Reagan, the owner of, you know, Anodyne, Utah. I'm giving you a call. It looks like you're not answering the phone. And you guys would not believe the amount of times people are calling back and saying, I just barely missed a call from the owner. I am so sorry. And it is like, they are looking at their voicemails and calling right back, which is awesome. Because think about it, if someone just off the street missed a call, someone off the street missed a call from a doctor or a clinic owner or anything like that, it is so much more urgent to call them back than if some random receptionist leaves a voicemail, you know? So it's just about making it appear like they're giving them a call. After 3 days, we put them in a nurture sequence that's already automated. So we no longer give them calls, but we do automated text messages, emails, and then we add them to like our newsletter list and stuff, just to give them some more education about us, just to kind of let them know a little bit about who we are. And then this system that we use, we've been using it for months, and this is what I found is the most effective way to get people on the phone and to book them, right? Because that to me is the magic moment, is just having a real life communication with someone and not convincing them to come in, but giving them the option and just explaining to them why they should be coming in, you know. Okay, perfect. All right, so let's go over some statistics. If you guys are still like, I don't know, it seems like too much calling. It seems like if they really wanted me, they would call me back, stuff like that. Well, these are just some statistics that we're gathering from our call floor. We have this awesome clinic. They're getting about 200 to 220 leads generated a month. This clinic is a hybrid, so they take insurance and cash. Pain patients are usually insurance, and then wellness ones are usually cash for this specific clinic. We were able to get 60 leads scheduled, so that's about 25%. Our schedulers kind of go for 20 to 35%, depending if it's a cash clinic, then you might have less people scheduled, which is still fine, because you're going to be selling them a cash service, right? And then for hybrids, it goes a little bit higher, like 30-ish%. And then if you're 100% insurance clinic, you're going to have a higher schedule rate because more than likely you're having complimentary consultations. And people are going to ask you if you have insurance and stuff, or if you take insurance. And if you say yes, people are more likely to come in. Just little things that I want to explain, because cash clinics seem to be super bummed that they're scheduling less leads, but typically they have to pay for the consult. It's a little bit more expensive, so it is what it is. Out of those 60 leads we scheduled, they had an 80% show rate. And yeah, they're just filling up their books. I mean, let's see, 48 showed. That would be more than like 2 a day, 2 new patient slots a day being booked. All right, so these are some of the biggest mistakes I see that clinics are making. This is Jill. She is amazing. Okay, guys, she is a rock star on the phone. Jill is usually like your main front desk person. And as soon as she picks up the phone, she's doing great. She loves talking to people. She's got a really nice demeanor about her. She's just overall like a great front desk person that loves taking calls, right? But then what happens is, let's say your other front desk person goes away, right? So now she has to cover the whole front desk. And usually the front desk like supervisor, the front desk lead, also does all the fun stuff in the office. They plan all the birthdays, they go do the lunch rush. They send photos to different people. They're constantly taking and making things, or like Jill's super busy like all the time, right? But then if you throw another thing on top of her and you tell her, hey Jill, I need you to also call 220 leads 3 times plus potentially more, and you need to follow up with these people, and if they tell you to call them back, you need to call them back, and you need to trigger email sequences, and you need to do this and this and this. Eventually, guess which one doesn't get done? The one that is tedious, that takes a long time. Like, let's just be honest, front desk people don't really like doing all of these cold calls, even though the patient did request an appointment or lead requested an appointment. Front desk people don't just want to sit there and just be hung up on all morning, especially when there's insurance insurance to do. There's errands that need to be ran. The office needs to be stocked. Like, that's the most crappy part, is just dialing, right? And she doesn't want to do it. So I feel like a lot of people right now in their practice post-COVID are thinking, is it time to hire a full-time scheduler? Is it time to make like that big leap and make that investment in my business? So I just wanted to go over some reasons why you guys should. And this is the biggest answer I get, is that I can't afford it. I can't afford to hire a scheduler, right? I can't afford to hire someone to just sit there and make calls. But if you have them do multiple things with one end goal, you guys can afford it. Trust me, you guys can. The number one goal is to fill up your books. So if that is their job, fill up the books. They might not be a full-time scheduler, but their entire job is to fill up the books. So do patient reactivation. Everyone that was seen last year, I'm going to call them back up to get a 1-year assessment, or after they finish their program, I want them to come back for a 3-month appointment. That is my job, to fill up the books. So I'm going to reactivate. Another thing is if they're doing newsletters, if they are calling all of the referrals, if they're outreaching to other providers and just letting them know, like, hi, we're in the area, we take care of dry eye patients, you can send us your referrals and stuff like that. So if you guys have that full-time scheduler with their goal being fill up the books, trust me, you guys can afford it, because they should be doing just that, filling your books so you guys can have more day one, so you guys can sell more programs, and it just kind of goes hand in hand and works for everybody, right?
Hey everybody, Reagan Archibald here with Go Wellness. And if you liked this episode, if it actually helped inspire you to be a better practitioner, help more people, establish a much better foundation for your business, then I'm going to ask a favor of you. And that favor is for you to share this with somebody you care about and love in the healthcare field. I don't mind if it's an acupuncturist, a functional medicine practitioner of any sorts, a naturopathic doctor, a medical doctor, any type of endocrinologist or specialist. We need to get this community strong, and we can't do it without your help. So I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for all the hard work you're putting in and day out. I know it can be a grind, especially with some of the chronic cases that you're treating, but this show will help transform the way that you think, help transform the way you practice, and change the lives of thousands. Thank you for being part of our community.